Hey, my little princesses. Do you remember this story? Grandma used to read the same book to me when I was a little boy. Well, it's a great story, and it reminds me of my two little monsters. That's you two. So let me hear your best roars and growls you can do. Now let's get quiet for story time. Maybe cuddle up together. Remember, my sweet babies, your daddy's very proud of you, and he misses you and loves you. I'll see you on Christmas Day. So, I love you infinitely and more than all the animals in all the world. Alright, let's have a story time, huh? Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Are you ready? The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. Look at him chasing the dog around the house. You know better than that. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day, and in and out of weeks and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. And they made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Look at them dancing all around in their wild rumpus. You girls are constantly in the middle of your wild rumpus, aren't you? Take it easy on your grandma, by the way. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around him from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws, but Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him, and it was still hot. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that little story. You girls, be good, and remember, your daddy loves you. I'll see you Christmas Day.